welcome. Make yourself comfortable on your mat. Today we are going to flow through a class for unblocking our channels, which is a traditional goal of yoga asana practice and pranayam, is to open our subtle and gross channels. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So it might look like any other practice, but we have that intention that we're really trying to unblock the channels and get a nice free flow of energy and vitality, uh, vital force flowing throughout our body. Hey Kim, hey Sonia. Make yourself comfortable in a seated position and let your hips be heavy. Dropping your shoulders down away from your ears and lift tall into your spine. Take a breath, settling into your body, starting to withdraw from your external world, either half closing your eyes or closing your eyes and softening into your face. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Simply observing your natural flow of breathing in and out of your nose. And bringing one hand to your abdomen. And starting to feel your breath flowing all the way down into the lower regions of your lungs, which will naturally feel your belly, naturally cause your belly to expand out. So feeling your belly expand into your palm as you inhale, and feeling it gently draw away from your palm as you exhale, gently contracting as you exhale, releasing any last bits of air. Inhale, breathing into the lower lungs, feel your belly expand. Exhale, releasing the breath, contracting your belly. Continuing on in your own time. One more round of the breath. Now placing your other hand over your heart center, and we'll move through 5 rounds of Gauranga breathing. And remembering just to listen to the sound, drawing it down into your heart. So let's exhale completely. Inhaling. Gauranga. Inhale. Gauranga. 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 One last time. Gauranga. And releasing your hands to your lap. Coming back to your regular breathing pattern. Allowing the mantra to resonate through your mind and heart. And opening your eyes, taking your hands to your knees, palms down, and we'll grip our knees so that our hands can draw against our knees for making a bit of traction with our movement. So we're going to start with small spinal circles, trying to isolate movement through the very lower part of your spine. And then gradually start incorporating up through the middle back, spiraling circles, making them a little bit bigger as you go, and then taking it up towards the upper back, feeling your shoulders through the rotation, and then going all the way up into the neck, dropping the head down, looking forward and up, drop the head down. Good. And one last round. Come back to center. And we'll come back down to the base of our spine, and we'll go in the opposite direction now, starting with really small movements, bringing your awareness and your breath to the base of your spine. And then slowly stirring the pot with your spine, gradually moving up to your middle back, gradually making your circles bigger. Moving up to your upper back, feeling your shoulders moving, and dropping the head, feeling your neck. Good. One last time. Full rotation, and come back to center. Now taking your arms out to the sides, and we'll make some circles with our wrists. So just making a fist, drawing your thumbs in, circling your wrists around, and back in the opposite direction. Our joints are storehouses for pranic energy. So when we rotate them like this, it's really great to help unblock and release. We're going to open up the hands now, stretching out into your fingers, then make a fist. And stretch out and make a fist. And really reach out into your fingers. Fist. 2 more times. Good. Excellent. Now bringing your fingertips to your shoulders and opening out. So we're working into the elbow joint now. And out. Keeping your breath flowing naturally. One last time. Beautiful. And making fists and then circling the forearms. We're going to go both directions. So we'll do 5 one direction, and when you've done 5, come back to the center and go out. Yes, I can feel my delts working, my upper arms. It's giving Pilates, and I like it. All right, one last time. Excellent, and release. Taking your hands to just rest in your lap. We'll take the shoulders up toward the ears and press them down. Taking them up. And exhale down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's roll through our shoulders, rotating them back. Come back to center and take them forward. That saying that I'm always repeating, motion is lotion. We're going to motion, lotion all of our joints tonight. Okay. All right, bring your arms back to center. And we'll take a little bit of movement down into our legs now. So this will be a little bit of unsophisticated, simple but effective movement. Extending your right leg out and then bringing the knee in. So you're working into the thigh and the knee. Just drawing in and out. Change sides. And just keep breathing naturally. Hugging that knee in nice and tight. Feeling a gentle stretch in your hip. Good. Excellent. Both legs extended. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more time. Point, flex, and then taking your feet around in a circle, circling in one direction for a few times, and then change directions, going back 3 ways in the other direction. Good. Give your legs a shake and come over onto all fours. In cat pose, stacking your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Spread your fingers and thumbs nice and wide. And take a breath, because we can. We have free will. We can pause sometimes. All right, we're going to inhale, tilt the pelvis forward and look forward, lengthening our spine. And then exhaling, draw the chin, tuck the tailbone, lifting through the belly. Inhale, look forward, arching your spine. Exhaling to round through your spine, chin in toward your chest. And just keep going, moving with your breath. Good. One last time each way. And come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under and take a little stretchy downward dog, nothing too serious. Bit of a warm-up downward dog before we go into sun salutations. And then mosey your feet forward to meet your hands, coming to the top of your mat. Slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. And arriving in mountain pose, grounding down through your feet, lifting up into the crown of your head, shoulders down away from your ears. Let's begin 3 rounds of sun salutes. Inhaling as you raise your arms up, palms come together, look to the thumbs. Exhaling, folding forward, maybe bending through your knees for this first one. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, flat back, fingertips to the floor or hands to your shin. Exhale, hands to the floor and jump or step back into plank and lower down. Maybe belly all the way to the floor for a warm-up cobra, tomato. And then other option is to lift the hips and straighten the arms, coming into upward dog. Exhale, lifting back into downward dog. Just checking that your fingers and thumbs are spread nice and wide. Press the floor away and lift into your hips. Prioritizing that beautiful lengthening sensation through your spine. And then working your heels down toward the floor, maybe bending through the knees. Settling into your breath. Exhale completely and jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jumping or stepping back. Lower down. Inhaling into cobra or upward dog. Exhale, lift back into downward dog. Good, holding here for 3 breaths. One more breath. Exhale completely. Jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Last one. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, hands to the floor, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Settling in for 3 breaths, 3 patient breaths. Exhale. And jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale. Arms by your sides and take a breath. Alrighties. So just taking a little time here, we'll warm up in a bit of a chair pose first because we'll go through a chair series. So start by keeping your hips stacked above your ankles, dropping down into your knees and feeling into your ankles, taking your arms up. And exhale, press back up to standing, arms by your side. So we'll inhale, chair, reaching the arms up. Exhale, arms by your sides. One last time, inhale. Exhale. Nice. All right, now going a little deeper, bending through the knees and taking the arms up. Holding here in chair position, scooping the belly in to support your lower back. We'll bring our hands together in prayer position and rotate to the left. So you're going to rotate to the left. Maybe this is far enough for you. If you can go a little further, you can drop down into your chair and take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Another option is to do the hand and open up the top arm. Holding here for a few breaths. And gently press your palms together to help you lift and open through your chest. And use that lower elbow as a bit of a leverage point against your knee to help you rotate through the spine. One more breath. All right, drawing in through your belly, inhale. Lifting all the way up, keeping the palms together. And exhaling. Now over to the other side. So either rotating and just taking your upper body, going into a revolved chair, maybe adding back of the hand to the knee and raising the top arm up, or dropping the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and pressing your palms together. Turning to look up and over your shoulder, breathing. Nice. Slowly rotate back to center. And inhale, reaching up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Now we're going to do a little bit of a dynamic forward fold here. So we're going to be going from forward fold position. So you have your feet hip distance apart. Forward fold. And take the toes out and drop down into garland. And then to come out, then toes out and into garland. So it takes a little bit of coordination cognitively. And just make sure you've got your feet wide enough that you can still drop down into your garland position. Don't worry if your heels don't come all the way down to the floor. And you can obviously not have to go all the way down into garland. You could go back into a chair type position. So taking your feet underneath your hips, hands to your waist, inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, fold. And coming into a nice relaxed forward fold to begin. Placing your hands wherever they feel they want to go. If you want to move deeper into the pose, holding the back of your ankles or fingers around the big toes. Or if you want more of a relaxed version, cradling your elbows and just letting your upper body be nice and heavy. All right. Now let's transition to garland. So taking your fingertips to the floor, turn your toes out, and lower the hips down. Take a breath. Nice. Now hand to the floor. Lifting up, rotate the feet forward again, and fold. And turning the toes out, dropping the hips down. Good. We'll do that one more time. Hands to the floor, bring the toes in, forward fold. And turning the toes out, dropping the hips down. Nice. All right, hands to the floor, bring the toes forward, feet facing forward. Finding yourself in forward fold, drawing in one last time. And inhale, coming all the way up. Give your legs a shake. Okay. Now we're going to go into a lunge with that rotated technique that we just practiced with chair position. So the chair was a preparatory pose for the action of going into high lunge with rotation. So if you've never done this posture before, just maybe watch me go through it first, and then take your time to feel your way into it. Starting at the top of your mat, stepping your right leg back, keeping your heel lifted and pressing your back heel back as you bend into the front knee, trying to stack your ankle and your knee. And modified version too, if it ever gets too much with the back knee up, you can just drop your back knee to the floor. All right, taking the arms up. And from here, we're going to move hands to heart center. And same as we did in chair pose, so taking it in stages, starting by rotating first, revolving around to the left, and then going in stages, maybe back of the hand to the outside of the knee, taking the arm up, or if you feel pretty comfortable with the revolving position, palms together, taking your elbow to the outside of your knee. Holding here for a couple of breaths. 2, and inhale, exhale, opening out the hands, placing the right hand to the floor, reaching up into the left hand. And again, if it's getting too much, just pop the back knee down. You can always lift it up again if you want to enter back into the full pose. One more breath here. Nice. We're going to lead up with the top hands. Press all the way back up to standing, rotate back to center, and step the back leg forward and take a breath. Arms by your sides. Beautiful. Let's do the other side now, reaching the left leg back. Setting up your foundation first, so front knee stacked above the ankle, lengthening into your back heel. If you feel a bit unsteady, just broaden your stance a little bit by walking your front foot out. Raising the arms up. Remembering that lowering of the back knee is available at any time. And starting to revolve to the right now. Option to take hand to the knee or elbow to the knee. Whoop. I'm cheating a bit, I got my wall here. It's very handy. Couple more breaths here. Keep lengthening back into your back heel. And releasing the left hand to the floor, reaching the top arm up. Holding here, pressing down into the front foot and the back toes. And leading with the top hand, coming back up to standing, revolve back to center, hands to your hips, and step forward. Whew, yes. That did something. Relax, shaking out your legs. Okay, we've got one more nice heating posture in standing poses, and then we will be cooling it down a little. Okay, let's step the right foot back, coming to warrior one. So your back foot is at a slight angle, and your front knee is coming just over your ankle, dropping down into that front thigh. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Now taking the right arm under, left arm over, intertwining your forearms. So you've got this beautiful bind through your arms, feeling a bit of a stretch through your shoulders Press down into your feet and then begin to lift up, lengthening through your spine, taking your forearms up in front of your face, taking your head back. And then keep sinking down into that front leg. And arms come back to center and release. Step the back foot forward. Take a breath. And step the left foot back at a slight angle as you drop down into that front knee. Stacking your knee above your ankle. Getting nice and grounded through your feet. And this time we'll take the arms up with the left arm below, right arm over, intertwining your forearms. And then reaching the arms up. And lifting up out of your waistline as you take a gentle back arch. Forearms come up in front of the face, taking your gaze up, and keep dropping down into that front thigh. Steady breath. One more breath here. And release back to center. Lowering your arms. Okay, step your foot forward. Give yourself a whole body shake. Okay, we're going to flow down into a downward dog now. So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump a step back into plank. Lower down. Inhaling up. And exhale, back into downward dog. We're going to bring that same theme of revolving into our downward dog. So find yourself in a nice steady position, and you might find it more accessible to bend through your knees for this. So just maybe start with bent knees, and then you can explore straightening them as you feel comfortable in the pose. So you just want to make sure that you're not going to slip hands on the mat. So if it feels like it's getting a bit much, just walk your feet in a little bit closer. And then we're going to take right arm, right hand to the left outer leg, wherever it lands. And then you can draw that lower shoulder through, spiraling through the rib cage. And breathing. Just a nice stretch here. And release. Bring your right hand back to the floor. And take your left hand to the outer leg. To the right outer leg. Maybe walking your hand up or down your leg. Feeling that left shoulder draw through. Keep pressing strongly through that right palm to keep it nice and stable and lifted in the pose. And release. And knees to the floor. And sit on your heels and relax. Take a child's pose if you'd like to. Otherwise, sitting on your heels with your palms turned up. And relax your whole body. Taking a moment here for yourself as we transition from more heating standing postures down to seated postures. Okay. Coming into butterfly pose with the soles of your feet together and your heels in nice and close toward your hips. Taking your hands around your feet and sit up nice and tall, lengthening your spine as you press your knees down toward the floor. I'm a little bit sweaty from that standing series. Okay, and from here, We're going to go into a butterfly twist. So we'll take the right hand behind us and take the left hand to the outside of the right knee. You might like to take a block under the hand behind you. And try to allow your hips to soften as you spiral through your upper body. And come back to center. Switching over to the other side now, right hand to the left knee and your left hand behind you. And relax your hips. And come back to center. Going into a forward fold now in your butterfly. And that can be the same angle with your legs as they are, folding forward. Or if you'd like to go into a more grounding, restorative position, sliding your feet forward and hanging forward. Maybe your torso just hangs freely in the air, or maybe lowering your forehead down to rest in the soles of your feet. We'll stay there for another 5 breaths. And coming up. Taking your legs out wide. Into a wide-legged seated position. Flexing your toes back toward you. And we're going to take our hands behind us. We're actually going to go into an upward wide-legged position instead of a wide-legged forward fold, which is my usual favorite to add to class because it's so good for your hips. Taking your hands behind you, really active through your legs. So your thighs are switched on, kneecaps are lifted, really flexing through the feet. Taking your hands behind you and lift through your chest. Taking your gaze up and lifting through the chin. So you've got your hands behind you for support to help you feel the position. But if you want to give it a try, you can actually reach out for your toes, holding onto your toes and take your gaze up. So you're drawing against your toes, long through your spine. So it's a very active position. Unlike when we forward fold in this position, it's kind of like just moving toward the floor, gravity drawing us down. This is actively lifting against gravity and drawing up against your feet. Holding here for a couple more breaths. Good. And release. Take your hands under your knees and bring your legs together. Give them a little.
Pause closed.
Good. And taking the left leg under and the right leg over. Finding yourself in this hip stretch, and we're going to be adding arms as well for Gomukhasana. So making sure that you've got that foundation first of feeling like you can relax into your hips. So if you're feeling a little bit constricted or rounding through your spine, take a folded blanket or bolster under your hips to elevate your hips and spine a little more. Knees stacked on top of one another. And I'm going to take the left hand behind us, taking the back of your hand in between your shoulder blades. And you might need a belt to make the connection, but it actually doesn't matter if you can't bring your fingers together. We'll take the right arm up and bending through the elbow, lowering your palm down between your shoulder blades also. And maybe you might find connection there, being able to take a grip of your lower hand. So keep lifting through the top elbow and grounding down through your hips. Breathing naturally. Good. And release. Lower your arms. Change your legs. Taking the right leg under and the left leg over, the opposite configuration to what you just had. My hips feel a little bit tighter on this side tonight. So I'm just going to take my time to gather myself into this position, stacking your knees on top of one another. Let your hips be nice and grounded and lift into your spine. Now further still, adding the arms, we'll take the back of the right hand in between the shoulder blades. And then raise the left arm up, taking the palm in between the shoulder blades, linking the fingertips. And holding this position, doesn't matter if your hands can't come into a grip. Good. Try to keep softening into your hips. Lifting tall into the crown of your head. And release. Releasing your arms. And release your legs. Give them a little shake. And take your legs out in front. With your right leg extended, bring your left foot in for alternate leg stretch. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Keep pressing your left sole of your foot into your right inner thigh. And folding forward from the hips as you reach forward. Hand to the shin, the floor, your foot. Bound around your foot. And then softening forward. Actively engaging your thigh and lifting your kneecap. And flexing your toes back toward you. And try a little scoop in through your belly and see if that helps you move a little deeper into the fold. Inhale. And exhale. And come up. Change sides. Extend the left leg out and bring the right foot in. Already active through that straightened leg. Flexing your toes back toward you. Lifting the kneecap, firm the thigh. Scoop in through your belly and folding forward over your front leg. And begin to slowly release. Coming over onto your knees with your hips on your heels, resting in your favorite variation of child's pose. Maybe arms by your sides and floor. Or if you want to extend your arms out, go ahead. Starting to feel really nice and grounded. Feeling your energy slowing down. Two more breaths here. Coming back up to sit on your heels. Okay, we've got one last pose before we come down in relaxation. You don't actually need props for this, but I'm going to show you with props because it's fun to explore. So if you don't have these props, don't worry about it. We're going to do dolphin pose. So this is pretty much a downward dog position, but on your forearms. So what can be nice is taking a bolster under your heels and a block where your hands go on the floor. So your forearms are going to be on the floor like this, but if you have a block to press your hands and anchor them into, that can be really helpful. And then another really wonderful prop mechanism is to have a loop around your arms, and then you can press out, actively press out into the belt while you press down into the floor and the block. And it is a really nice way to signal activation through the shoulders and the forearms and the hands, which is pretty much your foundation for this posture. So you want to make your loop so that it's about shoulder width apart. So if you're not sure how to make it, you make the loop, and then, what have I done? And then you just check, is it about shoulder width apart? So shoulder width apart, and then you can loop it onto your arms like so. So basically you're going to have it just above your elbows. And you want to be able to bend your arms, so definitely not on your elbow joint, just above. And then hook your thumbs like L shapes around your block. Press down into your palms, and that's nice and secure. And then you lift your hips in a downward dog-like position. So lifting up, you can start with bent knees, just like we do in downward dog. You might need to walk your block back a bit. But I love the bolster there because you really get to anchor down into your heels and you get that nice stable feedback. So this is the pose, holding it here with blocks. So if you're ready to go into it, you go ahead. I've demonstrated what it's like with all the blocks, and I recommend starting like that, and then you can keep repeating like that, or if you feel like, yeah, okay, I got the feeling, you can set your blocks aside and then go up for another repetition of the pose, this time really trying to recall those same activations, so pressing down into your forearms, your palms, and pressing outwards into your shoulders. That creates a lot of stability, lifting into your hips, lengthening down into your heels. And if you're familiar with dolphin pose and you're feeling a bit fancy and free, you can raise one leg and lower it down and raise the other leg and lower down. And take a couple more breaths here. Keep pressing the floor away to keep your head lifted. And release. And sit back on your heels. Turn your palms up and take a breather. It's a really nice way to strengthen the shoulders and also get the benefits of being upside down. So good, all the good benefits of an inversion. Okay, let's come down onto our back. Coming into bridge, and then we'll be finding our way down into Shavasana. Bringing your feet to the floor, heels nice and close to your hips, and hip distance apart. Arms down alongside your body, palms down. Pressing down into your feet and your palms. Tuck your tailbone and slowly start lifting your hips, lifting through the lower back, making an angle of your body. And then lower down one vertebra at a time, and the hips are the last to come down. Good, now let's do it again, lifting up a little higher. Lifting the hips, lift through the chest, and exhale, lower down. Now this time we'll lift all the way up and hold for a full bridge pose. Tuck your tailbone, lift up. And lifting through the upper back, interlock your hands, drawing your shoulders together. And press down into your feet. Lift through the hips, lift the chest. Chest moving toward your chin. Trying to keep your knees aligned with your hips and your 2 middle toes. Lifting just a little higher for our last couple of breaths. And then release, unraveling your shoulders, your hands, arms by your sides as you lower down 1 vertebra at a time. Take a breath, allowing your knees to fall in, relax. Now straightening out through the left leg, bending the right knee and taking your knee across your body over to the left. Reaching your arm out to the right at shoulder height, turning to look just beyond your right fingertips, using your left hand to help encourage your right knee down toward the floor. Slowly come back to center. Change sides. Straighten out through the right leg, bending the left knee, taking it across your body, and reaching the left arm out at shoulder height, taking your right hand to rest on top of your left knee. Working your knee and your shoulder down toward the floor in opposite directions. And come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest, giving them a little squeeze. Maybe making a few circles. And then releasing your legs to the floor, making yourself comfortable in Shavasana. Legs out, feet naturally falling out to the sides. Arms down alongside your body with your palms up to switch off the sensation of touch. And if you want to create a little bit more ease in your lower back, placing a bolster underneath your knees. And invitation to now close your eyes or cover your face. And starting to just let go and allow your body to assimilate all the wonderful benefits of your practice. Just taking a moment to reflect on how you feel after your practice, mentally and physically. And noticing if you can sense or feel a more free flow of energy circulating throughout your body. And now simply relaxing as I guide you through a body scan, relaxing each part of your body. So all you need to do is relax that body part as I mention it. And anytime you feel your mind wandering or notice your mind wandering, no judgment, no stress, just gently guiding it back to my voice and back to the sensations in your body. Starting by taking your awareness all the way down to the soles of your feet. Relax your toes, from your big toes to your little toes. Relax the soles of your feet, your inner arches and outer arches. And feel your heels to be heavy as they rest against the floor. Soften into your ankles. And soften your calf muscles. Relax your knees. And relax your thighs. Softening into your hips. And feeling both of your legs to be heavy and relaxed. And relax into your belly from the lower parts of your abdominal region. And then gradually relaxing through all of your abdominal organs and all the muscles through this middle part of your abdomen. And then relaxing to the top of your abdomen and your diaphragm. Consciously encouraging release and relaxation through the diaphragm. And feeling the sides of your torso relaxing as if they're melting down toward the floor. Relax into your ribs and chest, softening into your lungs, and softening into your heart center. Moving your awareness upwards to your shoulders, feeling your collarbones broadening and releasing. Relax the tops of your shoulders and down and around your shoulder blades. Relax your upper arms, your elbows, and your forearms. Softening into your wrists and hands. Feeling your fingers to be gently curled. And feeling that prickling sensation of prana and energy circulating your palms. Moving your awareness to your lower back, feeling your sacrum broadening and releasing. Relax your lower back, your middle back, your upper back, and your neck. Feel all the muscles either side of your spine softening and releasing. Your head is heavy and your face is soft. Relax your jaw and relax your mouth. Your entire body is heavy and relaxed. You feel safe and warm. Now, allowing yourself to rest peacefully, nothing else to do, and nowhere else to be. Just rest. And slowly waking up your body by wriggling your fingers and toes and rocking your head from side to side. And if you would like to sit up for our kirtan, you can roll over onto your left side and press yourself up to sit. Otherwise, you can just stay laying where you are and allow this beautiful sacred mantra to just wash over your entire being. So feel free to join in as you feel comfortable. I'll sing it through twice and then it'll be your turn to sing. But because it's online, just go ahead and listen and repeat as you feel comfortable. Gauranga, 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 your turn. Gauranga, 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 my turn. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Last time, all together. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. And now closing off our practice by bringing our palms together in prayer position, bowing our heads to offer our respects to each other, and bowing once more to offer our respects to the Supreme Soul. Namaste.